This is Transformers Reveal a Shield Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. The figure is a homage to the G2 Laser Optimus Prime. It's a little bit smaller now, but there it is. The figure is part of Wave 2 of the Reveal a Shield Deluxe Class line. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that I've seen some reviews of this guy touting it as one of the best deluxe class figures ever made. It's great, it's awesome, fantastic. All positive reviews, and that's the problem with these reviews. Usually, if a figure gets a lot of negative reviews, I end up liking it. Oftentimes, at least, if a figure gets a ton of praises and good recommendations, it's usually a hit or miss for me. And in this case, uh, it's a miss for me. This is it's not what I expected it to be. It's definitely not one of my favorites. It's still a good figure. It's above average at best, but it is definitely not one of the best deluxes ever made, as one review puts it. Um, how do I say this? I'm not a big fan of G2. I'll give you that. So very difficult for me to appreciate this figure. What I do like about this figure is that it has a fantastic alt mode. Just love the alt mode. It's got a great transformation, which is great, and it's interesting because it's not too easy. Well, it's not too difficult that it's annoying. It's just right there. However, the robot mode for me seems to pale in comparison with the rest of the Reveal the Shield figures. It could have been a lot more. I think Hasbro didn't realize how much they had with this figure, but I suppose they wanted to please some of the G2 fans. Maybe introduce this figure to a lot of the budding Transformer fans and get involved with Transformers. So whatever. But it's okay. Paint apps are great. Some of the molded plastic, the unpainted plastic, like this blue piece, these type of plastic right there, the red pieces and the gray pieces make it look like it's pirated. It's like a knockoff. It's like plastic used by a knockoff. I don't know. For some of you, it might work. The gray is acceptable, passable. It's got that pearly sheen a little bit going on there, but some plastic may seem cheap for most of you if you get it in hand. Yeah. So, the robot mode. My biggest problem with this robot mode is really articulation, and the overall appeal and look of it. It's too small. They should have made this guy into a Voyager. It might have looked better, but articulation really suffers because of the general silhouette. And as you can see, because of transformation, it's got pegs all over here, and this peg in particular really hinders a lot of the articulation, especially for this arm, as such that I had to make him a lefty because it was very difficult to wield the sword with this hand. Head's on a ball joint, fantastic, no waist articulation, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel. There's a knee joint, but it is hindered by these wheels, so not a lot of articulation there. Hinge and ball joint for the ankle, so that's pretty cool. So it's okay. I wouldn't put it in my top 10 favorite deluxes, maybe top 15, top 20. So don't get me wrong, it's not a bad figure. It's just not as good as the hype makes it out to be. But, it's got all the G2 nods to the old character. Like these are so iconic of G2 Optimus Prime and the Nemesis Prime version. Yeah, the head sculpt, and even the molded in. Where's my flashlight? Matrix of leadership right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. There's a molded in matrix of leadership. Fantastic light piping. Wait, let me see. Okay, that's as good as it gets. It looks great up close. but on film it's not showing properly. But anyway, it's good. It's good light piping. It has a great sword. I like this sword very much. Um, but sadly, it's it's okay. I'm just not so blown away by this figure. But anyway, okay, I'm probably, you know, a lot of you are probably saying, just get on with the figure. Okay, you hate it, we get it, fine, fine. But, you know, I very rarely hate a figure from Hasbro, so bear with me. So that's articulation, that's the overall look. Fantastic in some ways, and lacking in some ways as well. It's really up to you. I mean, if you're a big G2 fan, I say go ahead. And yeah, now reveal the shield. There is no shield. The shield is actually right here, which you will see in alt mode. So there, bit of a size comparison. Here he is with the Cybertron or Galaxy Force, whatever, Prime. Let me see. And here he is with the other Deluxe Prime that's been released by Hasbro. So he's definitely better than these two guys. I'll give you that. But they're in the entire wave of new molds. He's at par with just the repainted Bumblebee. I mean, Bumblebee was okay, but yeah, I thought he would be better. So anyway, I picked this guy up at R Toys. So if you're in Green Hills in Manila, you might want to check out that store. They might have some of the figures that you've been having trouble looking for. So anyway, here he is. Movable sword. Let's transform him. Transform the blade. Go ahead and pop this out. Move it here. Transform the handle. It doesn't stay on anywhere. It just stays there. It just doesn't tab in. So bit of a shame. But it won't really matter because it sits at the back of the truck. Okay, transforming him can be tricky, but it is a delight. I hope so. Go ahead and fold this up. Fold down the wheels like that. That's so cool. See, saving grace of this figure for me is really transformation and alt mode. The robot mode could have been more, really a lot more. Hasbro didn't realize what they had with this one. Anyway, but I'm not complaining too much, you know. Hasbro has come up with really exciting deluxe class figures, and they're still doing a good job. A good job with that, and yeah, let's hope for more good things to come, right? So, the sword fits right here. You can tab everything in. Okay, and that's the back part of the truck. Head, chest, slide it up. That is so cool. This is just so cool transformation. I'm so enamored by that. Go ahead and pop the head open, fold it down, open up the, oh, ooh, that never happened before. Yet another negative point for this figure. Never happened before. First time it did. And close. Go ahead and rotate, 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 rotate. And then join the front halves of the hood, front part of the truck. That. Tab the arms in. Huh. Huh. Excuse me. Okay. Open up this part and just tab everything in. And there is the laser Optimus Prime. Reveal the shield in his fantastic alt mode. This is a wonderful, wonderful truck alt mode. I really like it. Rolls beautifully. I'm even thinking of displaying him in alt mode because of just the sheer awesomeness that this truck has. Look at that. So it makes up a lot of qualities for a lot of its cons and negative points. It does make up, the alt mode makes up for a lot of it. So anyway, here's the packaging. Sorry, I forgot to mention it. Yeah, it's really up to you. I mean, I'm not going to recommend this full on that you must have it. I would say you wait for it on retail. If you're not a big fan of it, go wait for it on clearance in your area. But it is Optimus Prime, and you know, it's a crowd favorite. It's a great alt mode, great paint apps. Nothing too bad to say about it except for the alt mode. So it's really up to you. I would recommend it only on retail. Do not get this at a ridiculous price. Most hobby shops are going to sell this thing for an arm and a leg, so don't fall for it. So anyway, there it is, the Reveal the Shield Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. I hope this video has been somewhat helpful. I do apologize if I had a little bit of a rant in the beginning, but I hope it's helped you in some ways to decide whether you like this figure or not. There you go. Reveal the Shield Optimus Prime. Thanks for watching.